Good afternoon. I'm going to be doing a video where I just draw random stuff and see how you like my style. Well, this was a little bit of a doodle I did earlier before this video started, so I'm going to continue it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to draw the eyebrows now. The style I like to do is a Dragon Ball style, like that type of eye and just the type of body I use, heavily based on Dragon Ball. I love that show. I still watch it. So it's one of my favorite animes. You can see by how curved the jaw is and the way the eyebrows are drawn, which are really stand out-ish. Of course, it's not easy to replicate Dragon Ball style because it's changed a lot over the years. So now, not really sure what this area is called, but I'm just going to draw the creases between the eyebrows and draw those little cubes as eyes. Characters don't usually have big eyes in Dragon Ball. Sometimes they don't draw the pupils. Usually just animation style, but these are just the little creases around the eyebrows. Maybe I should make them curved because the eyebrow is more curved. There you go. That's better. This one's really curved. I might need to fix this eyebrow. At least for now, though, it looks fine. So here's a little, I call it freckles, but it's not really. Little lines. I've always had trouble drawing these. It's just how sketchy they are. Makes it weird if I just have like lines and stuff. So I draw them as sketchy as I think. So Dragon Ball style of drawing noses is pretty weird. It's like, let me fix that here actually. It's like a line going down the middle. And then you have this little like shape like a rectangle. Well, not a rectangle at all. Like a triangle. A right triangle coming from the side. You can put it from each side, but I like to put it from the left side. It's a little better. I think I should make the eyebrow curve down though. It's kind of how Dragon Ball did it. Kind of like this. Let me show you. So if you want to know what style I'm talking about when it comes to Dragon Ball art, I'm talking about that 90s style and stuff. That, Saki Sato type of style of art. Well, I'm using Dragon Ball Super's eyes, those little kind of plain eye look, because I don't feel like I need to make this as complicated as it seems. So there you go, that's the eyes. And then some people suggest that I put freckles down, but that just make the character look older than he needs to be. So that's that. So the style of drawing the lips are kind of weird. Well, actually, let me put the creases near the eye first. Every Dragon Ball character used to have these. It wasn't always on, but when a character was supposed to look tense, they always had these like kind of tense vibe right there. Nobody really puts curves, but I like to put curves on the end. Alright, and then, so the lips are really close to the nose, like basically right under it. And just a little curve, and then a little nudge under. I think that could be bigger. I think it could be bigger. Now I'm going to draw the insides of the ears. I love drawing this part. Just makes it feel, I don't know, natural, I guess. And it's the easiest part to draw. I just put 3 lines. That's what Dragon Ball animators used to do, and that's what I'm gonna be doing now. If you're wondering, what is this picture down here? Go from playing at home to traveling away. You don't need to know about it. It's just ad that's here for the app that I use. So now we're going to add 2 lines here. And that's just to simulate the neck. I'm going to add another 2 lines, and then we're going to put what's like, you know, you gulp and then something feels like you appear. The Dragon Ball characters always have that under them. Not always, but most of the time they have that under them. And they also have these little shoulder blades right here that's connecting the neck to the deltoid. Alright, this is the entire face and neck. Now, I guess we're going to start with the face, well, the coloring. The colors I like to use are more 90s style again, with this tone of the face. The nose would be a little darker as to simulate, you know, the shading in the nose. So we like to keep it like that. But as you can see, I'm going to put this out through the entire body. The eyebrows will be different though, since this is my own character. I'm just going to give him black eyebrows again. That looks better. Now, I'm not really sure what to do for the insides of the eye. So I think actually, oh, that's what I've done wrong. That's a big mistake. I need to keep those pupils white. That looks better. That's just some of my neighbors over there. Don't mind them. They're harmless, really, if you're wondering. Alright. So those eyes are usually white. So I'm going to have them stay like that for now. And actually, I'm going to turn the eyebrows Super Saiyan color just because it brings back a lot of memories. Of course, I need to white out these again. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay. Now we got kind of an issue, so we need to stick with the black actually. There you go. That looks better. Oh yeah, I forgot the ears. Can't forget the ears. Just that one part that doesn't stand out as much, but it's fun to draw. Alright, now we're going to begin with the shading. Well, for front faces, I use like a pinkish tone, because you know Dragon Ball animators used to use stuff like that. I'm gonna use indented cheek shading for this picture, because who doesn't love indented cheek shading when it comes to drawing Dragon Ball characters? It just feels smooth. Even though it's supposed to be from the front and the shading should be different, I'm still gonna draw it. I mean, come on. You knew this was happening. But anyway, after I draw that part, draw this on the top. I don't usually draw things from another side. I usually just draw it from one. Something blocking the gap. Okay. What is it? Who's the little rascal? Who's the little rascal? I don't see anybody blocking anything. Oh. Okay, that's good. So of course that's a good layer of shading we're going to be doing. I don't know why this piece looks clean. I think I should cover up this top with this bottom part right here. Of course, I need to block out any like lines or pink that is splashed through. I'm pretty sure there's a premium feature for that, but I don't really feel like getting it, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. Just gotta get rid of any lines that block the area. Alright, there you go. Now that is the first side. Now I'm going to draw the neck. Actually, I'm just going to draw the ears. So I usually draw it, I cover it from the inside, partially, and then keep it like that. So all the light is coming from this side right here, so we're just gonna keep it that way. And there you go. So if you're wondering what second tone of shading I'm going to be using, I'm not going to be using much. I'm just going to put, which I love to do, I'm going to put an indented cheekbone. Well, actually, that color is too dark. Switch to it later on. There you go. Okay, that's the color. A lot of animators, well, not a lot of animators, but Toyoshi Yamamuro, well, back in the 90s, he used to use indented cheekbone. Well, actually, that wasn't really in that era. It was more Trunks Saga and Super Saiyan Goku faced off against Super Saiyan Trunks. This was more their style. So, I'm going to be using the neck now, shading the neck. Neck shading isn't that difficult, you just gotta follow the parts. That just got confusing. What did I do? Oh. That boy can't stay there. Alright. There you go. Neck shading, you don't need too much for neck shading, you just gotta... Well, usually I would shade on 2 parts, but I started just only shading on one. It looks pretty good, so I'll keep it that way. Well, I would add 2 tone of shading with this neck, but... And I just did something. I'm using an iPad that isn't that good, so... Yeah. I'll have to take it back to the old skin color. There you go. Now I gotta put the shading back. Stuff like this happens and it can be annoying, but you just gotta get used to it. And there you go. So, now we're going to put a little bit of two-tone shading. Just a little. You don't want it to be too frequent with that because there's usually only supposed to be a little bit of shading where the creases happen. So let's just, here's some more right here though. That's where the neck ends and that's where the neck starts. And that's it. This is my drawing of my character. I don't know what I should name him, but you guys can comment what name you want for this character. And make sure to like and subscribe. See you.